Art. Art has been an undying and incredible testament to human existence. The concept of art has existed as long as humans have, starting with cave paintings that seemingly began around 10,000 BC. As society has progressed, so has art. When visiting a museum, you will find samples made in different time periods that reflect cultural trends, either rejected or embraced by their creators. What's truly incredible about art is that anyone can do it, and that there is no possible limit to what can be made or what constitutes as art in the first place. Nowadays, even mediums like television and video games are praised for their ability to display the inner workings of the artist's mind and the stories they wish to tell. So, essentially, both the painting The Girl with a Pearl Earring and the box art for Super Duper Sumos for the Game Boy Advance fall in the same category. What do you think of that, art critics? What do you say, huh? But what hasn't been around as long as art is the jewel of the American Midwest, otherwise known as Milwaukee. The name of the city loosely translates to good land or gathering place, depending on which Native American tribe you are considering. The city was properly established in the year 1846, and things have simply gotten better since. The location of Milwaukee and its rich history have allowed for the acclamation of various cultures and ideas, especially in the art scene. I think you know where this is going. Okay, let's break this down. When visiting Milwaukee, you'd assume the place to go is the Milwaukee Art Museum. I mean, you are correct, but we can't go in there, because I decided to take my high school senior photos there, and the museum people thought I looked so ugly in them that it hurt their image or whatever, and I'm no longer allowed within a 100-foot radius of the building at all times. Sorry guys, I guess we'll have to look at Milwaukee's urban art instead. Urban art is fascinating, at least to me. There comes with an air of inadequacy and prestige when visiting a museum or gallery, which is outright eliminated when viewing a publicly available work of art. Seeing a sculpture or painting across the street from your favorite bakery gives off a more homey and personal vibe, versus paying to look at a century-old canvas in a musty building. I'm not trying to say that urban art is better or anything, but I do believe that it is synonymous with the city experience. Most people might think about graffiti when urban art is mentioned, but that really isn't fair. There are jackasses that feel the need to spray paint their name or an image of a penis on the side of a building, but there are some legitimately incredible works of art made by creative people that simply don't have the legal means to express themselves. Consider that one movie, Into the Spider-Verse, where Miles Morales and his uncle make that mural in the subway. I mean, wow, just look at it. It's beautiful. But I'm getting off track. To truly understand the magnitude of excellence of urban art in Milwaukee, I'm going to be making a citywide trip to get a glance at what it has to offer on the art scene and how it contributes to my favorite city. Let's get started.
They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. Wait. They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. They just wanna ride on the waving it on the rail. Wait. Wait a minute, 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 wait a They just wanna ride on the wave. They just wanna ride.
Bird boat, bird boat, bird boat, bird boat, bird boat, bird boat.
I saw a lot on my little excursion and learned even more, so now it's time to talk about it. The first place I visited was North River Walkway to have a look at none other than The Bronze Fonz. For those unaware, an ABC sitcom called Happy Days started airing in 1974 that was about family life in Milwaukee during the 1950s. One of the most popular characters was Arthur Fonzarelli, better known as The Fonz.
Hey!
Just looking at the statue, you can tell that he's a pretty cool guy. Who could resist that smile and double thumbs up? After some more research, I learned that it was installed in 2008 after a group of locals raised a total of $85,000 to commission the freelance artist Gerald P. Sawyer. At the unveiling of the statue, the guy who played the Fonz, Henry Winkler, was present. Overall, the bronze Fonz is a really cool slice of local history tucked away from the busy streets, which you should check out if you have the chance. Did you also know that the phrase jumping the shark actually comes from Happy Days? There's an episode where Fonzie literally jumps over a shark while water skiing. The phrase refers to when a piece of media kind of runs its course and gets out of ideas, resulting in more outlandish ideas. Strangely, this episode aired when the sitcom was still quite popular. No more than a block away is a similar statue. Right on the northwest side of the Wisconsin Avenue Bridge is a bronze duck, accompanied by some smaller ducklings. The statue commemorates a special bird coined Goode, who became popular in 1945 when she was discovered watching over her eggs despite placing the nest on a precarious wooden plank beneath the bridge. The story of nature overcoming the odds struck people in the post-World War II environment, so the statue was made by Gwendolyn Gillen and installed in the year 1997. Based on these two statues, I concluded that public art in Milwaukee seems to exist to commemorate local history and instill a sense of local pride. Please keep this in mind for later. The next area I visited is what most might consider the central hub of Milwaukee's public art. Tucked between a diner named Ma Fisher's and a cat cafe is Black Cat Alley. Here, a wide variety of artwork is on full display in this alley, specifically kept for the art featured. Numerous different styles and sizes come together in this creative potluck unlike no other. Truly, it speaks for itself. This project is interesting in that a lot of art is featured by artists outside of Milwaukee, with some coming as far as other places outside the United States. Man, what I would give to have some of my art featured here someday. On the official website for this privately owned alley, there is a special Called Artists tab on it. Perhaps I have a chance after all. Unfortunately, the last example of art I wanted to talk about today is no longer viewable physically. The Sculpture Milwaukee exhibition was only available in 2017. If only there was a way to see what it was.
We have technology.
Oh yeah, the website. What luck! As I already said, what you are currently looking at are a series of sculptures placed from Prospect Avenue to Val R. Phillips Avenue in the summer of 2017. with 22 in total. None other than Steve Marcus of the Marcus Theaters Corporation helped organize this public event with the help of the city of Milwaukee, which took 10 years to plan. It's not the movie guy, though. That's Greg Marcus. Absolute legend. To go further in detail, artists outside of Milwaukee contributed these sculptures on loan to be widely available for a few months. I had the pleasure of seeing them that year, which is why I felt the need to discuss them here. Sadly, they left as soon as they arrived. Thankfully, this Sculpture Milwaukee event seemed to be a smash hit, so more art gets to be featured annually. From what I understand, the current exhibition is titled There This Is We, and is located in a different part of Milwaukee. So after looking at these examples of art, I came across another conclusion. It seems that a lot of art featured in Milwaukee were made by people not from around here. This leads me to assume that Milwaukee must be a pretty good place to display art. So all of this got me thinking. Remember what I said about the previous art preserving Milwaukee's history and culture? Well, I think it's about time I throw my hat into the ring. I've always felt inspired by the art in Milwaukee, and this visit has only made that feeling within me grow. So as a tribute to that, I would like to make a little piece myself. My goal is to encapsulate Milwaukee history and culture and present it in a way that is inviting to newcomers. So here we are. I'm now entirely off script for this part. I just felt like it was a bit more personal. I could talk about the design and this project and whatnot. I'd first like to talk about some excellent resources that I also learned about that I really didn't have any really good images for, and it's just kind of hard to talk about in a way that isn't this. So there's the Greater Milwaukee Foundation and the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network. The Greater Milwaukee Foundation is a place to get grants to essentially beautify Milwaukee, and from what I understand, there's a lot of art grants that go through there. Again, I think that's a pretty big way to do it. So I don't, I think that's a pretty easy way to get art featured. Of course, there's also the Milwaukee Artist Resource Network, which is a bit more personal. They have a little office area, from what I understand. And there, that's just a place to get connected with other people and just sort of a little space to discuss what you want to do and what you're working on. And I think that's just really awesome. So as you can see here, this is what I'm making. I'm using the Calatrava wings to make kind of like an angel sort of character. And as you can see, at the base of it, I didn't really want to draw a whole person. So I kind of did this weird, little gooey, watery effect. And the color of the water is the Milwaukee flag. So, it's pretty simple. I just, wanted to make something quick and cool. And that's really all I have to say about that. And that's all I have to... There you are. Thank you for watching my little presentation. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope that you liked it. Thank you for the opportunity to do so in the first place. Have a good day, and take care. Thanks again.
Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock. Before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors closed. I felt like bad boy street team, I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go, take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no phone in my apartment. Let's take them back to the club. At least about an hour I stand online. I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay favorite line, dog, in due time. Now they look at me like, damn, dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend. I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Yeah. For the day I die, you gon' touch the sky.